Here's a joke. As a senior citizen was driving down the freeway, his cell phone rang. Answering, he heard his wife's voice urgently warning him, "Herman, I just heard on the news there's a car going the wrong way on the interstate. Please be careful." "It's not just one car," said Herman. "It's hundreds of them." I'm Susan Diamond, and they call me Chief of Pray at Prayables.com. My vlog today is called Going Against Traffic, Culture Clash, and a Two-Way Street. The joke about poor Herman thinking that everyone else was driving the wrong way sums it up for me, as I am a terrible driver. I'm guilty of driving the wrong way down a one-way street more times than I care to admit. I also sometimes find myself alone on issues when everyone else is moving in a different direction. German Chancellor Angela Merkel turned her car around suddenly on a busy freeway. She was speaking about the problems Germany is facing with Muslim foreign workers. Here's her quote. "Of course, the tendency had been to say, let's adopt the multicultural concept and live happily side by side and be happy to be living with each other. But this concept has failed, and failed utterly." Ms. Merkel had previously held very liberal views on immigration. Not anymore. Hotly debated topics like the coming together of two distinct cultures tend to develop with a groundswell of support that completely overtakes any opposition. But what if you have a difference of opinion? What if you're a German who thinks it's great that poor immigrants escaped poverty in Turkey and other Arab countries by finding employment in Germany? But what if you're talking to your unemployed German neighbor who needs the job that the immigrant population came to fill with cheap labor? Can you give voice to your opinion and remain a compassionate friend? In my humble opinion, culture clash is unavoidable, but it can be overcome. There are small towns all over America where waves of immigration have revitalized the aging communities. In Tennessee, home of a Tyson chicken packing plant, immigrants and longtime residents are brought together by an organization called Welcoming Tennessee. On the homepage of the website it says, "Immigration as a two-way street. New immigrants learn to fully participate in their new communities, and receiving community members begin to broaden their own sense of identity." Couldn't we all stand to expand our definition of who we are, broaden our identity? Pride in our heritage? Yes. Denying others the same right? No. Reality today is this. We live in a multicultural world. No one culture is better than the other, it's just different. We need to see the bigger picture to be comfortable with the smaller one. Sometimes I leave my car behind and I take the train to get where I need to go. I sit in my seat and occasionally look up from my book to stare out the window. I watch mile after mile of congested highway while I whiz by. I think how blessed I am to have the option to ride the metro or get in my own automobile. Either way, my two-way perspective serves me well. And now, a prayer from Prayables.com called Keep It Simple. Treat your neighbors as yourself. Don't lie or steal. Honor your parents. They seem pretty straightforward, right up until I seek clarification that will help me find the loopholes and exceptions. Just who are my neighbors? Do white lies count? Help me simplify my obedience instead of complicating it with qualifications and quantification. You can help me do this if only I will meet your gaze, releasing my focus from the minutia I use as a distraction from what I know you want.